Order, order. Hello and welcome to Reporters Without Orders, a podcast where we talk about what made news, what didn't, and some things that absolutely shouldn't have. I'm your host, Akanksha Kumar, and joining me in the studio today is my colleague and new entrant to the NL family, Shivnarayan Rajpurohit. Hi, Shiv.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here.
Are you nervous?
Slightly nervous. This is my first podcast, so yeah.
And this is also your baptism at Newslaundry because you can't escape from RWO no matter what. So don't worry, we'll be able to sail through it. In this episode of RWO, there are two media stories done by Shiv recently. And quite ironically, these two stories reflect the churning that has been witnessed within the media fraternity over the last few years, the impact of religious polarization, as well as the clear-cut ideological divide which can be seen among members of those who represent the fourth pillar of democracy. And my first question to you, Shiv, is that you attended a day-long event, Media Manthan, which was convened to commemorate the 75 years of Panchajanya and Organizer, both of which are mouthpieces of RSS. If I can ask you to describe in 3 words your experience of being a fly on the wall there.
Yeah, it was day-long event, 12 hours I had to sit there. And the experience, I can't describe in 3 words, but the bottom line is at a time when the space for dissent is shrinking and people who speak in favor of the government or people who are right-leaning. So these awards show that there are rewards also if you speak in favor of the government. So that was on display at Ashoka Hotel.
Right. And, among the names who appear in your story as well, who were lauded for their work, 2 names which caught my attention were Swarajya editor Swati Goyal Sharma and Vion editor Palki. And personally, I have found out Swati's work to be problematic in the sense that often she goes on a tirade of sorts on social media where and this I can say especially with respect to a series of stories I had done on conversion racket uncovered by UP ATS here in Delhi, in which 2 Muslim clerics were arrested last year. And all she had done with respect to this particular story was that she had spoken to random people in the hometown of this Muslim cleric, Umar Gautam, and had concluded that yes, he was into the business of carrying out illegal conversions. Whereas in our series, we had reached out to the family of the accused. We had also spoken to those converts who were aided by Umar Gautam at one point to facilitate the process of conversion. So, my question to you is, what is their body of work like which was appreciated at this platform?
See, these awards were to recognize journalistic excellence, but I don't think so any of them had shown journalistic excellence, apart from few exceptions. Of course, Ravish Tiwari from Indian Express is one of the exceptions, and there were 2 more names. They had earlier won Goenka Awards. So, as far as Swati Goyal Sharma is concerned, other awardees are concerned, they're very selective in what they choose to report. So, their body of work is, of course, is extremely right-leaning, and of course, she works for Swarajya, right-wing Swarajya magazine. The category in which she got the award, the category reads that this specific award will be presented to a journalist from each from print, digital and AV media for English language whose coverage stood out for excellence, independence, depth, and quality and impact.
Right.
So I don't think so the Swati Goyal Sharma has done any kind of such work. But of course, her only claim to fame is that she and so many people who got awards, they've been very selective in what they want to portray, what kind of narrative they want to set. That's how I think they got award, because they've been very selective in choosing what to report, what not to report.
Right. And we will continue talking to Shiv and discuss, what all he witnessed at this event that day. And in contrast to what happened at this event, where people were lauded for presenting a certain narrative which favors the government, far from Delhi, in the city of Jaipur, there were 3 journalists who were thrashed for a story they had done, which tried to expose corruption at the village level. The video version ends here. For the full podcast, you'll have to go to newslaundry.com and hear the complete version there.
The subscription model is something that keeps Newslaundry afloat, but we need hundreds and thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to Newslaundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.